A traffic circle is a type of intersection that directs both turning and through traffic onto a one-way circular roadway, usually built for the purposes of traffic calming or aesthetics. Contrary to a roundabout, where entering traffic always yields to traffic already in the circle and merges indirectly, the entrances to traffic circles are three-way intersections either controlled by stop signs, traffic signals, or not formally controlled. Colloquially, however, roundabouts are sometimes referred to as circles. In the United States, traffic engineers typically use the term rotary for large-scale circular junctions between expressways or controlled access highways. Rotaries typically feature high speeds inside the circle and on the approaches. In New England, roundabouts are generally called rotaries and the traffic that is already driving in the rotary always has the right-of-way. For examples of where this is specified, in Massachusetts any operator of a vehicle entering a rotary intersection shall yield the right-of-way to any vehicle already in the intersection. In Rhode Island entering vehicles yield to vehicles in the roundabout. Distinct from roundabouts, traffic circles and rotaries may also have an interior lane that requires traffic on it to change lanes in order to exit the circle. Design criteria include, right-of-way whether entering or circling vehicles have the right-of-way. The New Jersey Driver's Manual recommends that, in the absence of flow control signs, traffic yields based on historically established traffic flow patterns, and there are no set rules. In New England, Washington, D.C. and New York State, entering traffic yields, as is the norm in virtually all countries outside of the U.S., angle of entry angles range from glancing that allow full-speed entry to 90-degree angles. Traffic speed high entry speeds require circulating vehicles to yield, often stopping, which lowers capacity and increases crash rates compared to modern roundabouts. Lane changes allowed or not, diameter the greater the traffic, the larger the circle. Island function parking, parks, fountains, etc. History. French architect Hugues Nihar copyright Nard was designing one-way circular intersections as early as 1877. American architect William Phelps Eno favored small traffic circles. He designed New York City's famous Columbus Circle, which was built in 1905. Other circular intersections were subsequently built in the United States, though many were large-diameter rotaries that enabled high-speed merge and weave maneuvers. These designs were doomed to failure for two primary reasons: it takes a large diameter circle to provide enough room for merging at speed. Although some of these circles were huge, they were not large enough for high-speed merging. Giving priority to entering traffic means that more vehicles can enter the circulatory roadway than it can handle. The result is congestion within the circle which could not clear without police intervention. The experience with traffic circles and rotaries in the U.S. was almost entirely negative, characterized by high accident rates and congestion problems. By the mid-1950s, construction of traffic circles and rotaries had ceased entirely. The experience with traffic circles in other countries was not much better until the development of the modern roundabout in the United Kingdom during the 1960s. Examples of traffic circles. United States Massachusetts, traffic circles are referred to as rotaries in Massachusetts as well as parts of Connecticut, New Hampshire and Vermont. See rotaries in Massachusetts. Other states, New Jersey has multiple instances of current and former traffic circles, see List of traffic circles in New Jersey. Berkeley, California utilizes traffic circles throughout the city. Marin Fountain Circle, one of few named circles, is the intersection of 6 streets. 37.890202 a degree N 122.272428 a degree W/37.890202. Minus 122.272428 I Monument Circle, surrounding the Soldiers and Sailors Monument in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, Lee Circle in New Orleans, Louisiana, Columbus Circle, Frederick Douglass Circle, and Duke Ellington Circle in Manhattan, New York City, Park Circle, Grand Army Plaza, and Bartle Pritchard Square in Brooklyn, New York City, DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C., MacArthur Drive Traffic Circle in Alexandria, Louisiana, U.S. Bypass Highway 1 at U.S. Highway 4/New Hampshire Route 16, and Interstate 95 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Weatherford Circle, U.S. Highway 377 at Texas State Highway 183 in Benbrook, Texas, Shirlington Circle, Shirlington, Virginia, has off-ramps inside the Rotary and multiple at-grade streets. 38.84056 a degree N 77.08500 a degree W/38.84056. Minus 77.08500 a Union Square, Milford, New Hampshire, Benjamin Franklin Parkway in Philadelphia, Mecom Fountain Circle, in the Houston Museum District, intersection of Main Street, Montrose Boulevard, and Herman Park Drive, in Houston, Texas. Los Alamitos Circle in Long Beach, California. Center Square in Easton, Pennsylvania, where access is controlled by traffic lights. U.S. Highway 1 and Main Highway 236 in Kittery, Maine, U.S. Highway 302 and U.S. Highway 202 in Windham, Maine, U.S. Highway 202, U.S. Highway 201, and Maine State Highway 17 in Augusta, Maine, called Coney Circle, U.S. Highway 202, Maine State Highway 104 and Maine State Highway 27 in Augusta, Maine, called Memorial Circle, at the eastern end of Eastern Parkway in Louisville, Kentucky, intersecting with Cherokee Road at an entrance to Cherokee Park. All accesses are controlled with stop signs. R.A. Long Square in Longview, Washington, where Washington and Olympia Ways meet. 46.139306 a degree N 122.938818 a degree W/46.139306. Minus 122.938818 Illinois Route 58 known as Gulf Road, in Des Plaines, Illinois. 2 streets leading to U.S. Highway 14. A small, apparently unnamed traffic circle at the intersection of Rancho California Road and Anza Road, just east of Temecula, California. 33.534079 a degree N 117.055919 a degree W/33.534079. Minus 117.055919, north end of Palisades Interstate Parkway in Fort Montgomery, New York, at junction with US 9W and US 202. Elsewhere Remedios Circle, Malate, Manila, Philippinesa Euro Thailand Friendship Circle, Santa Ana, Manila, Place Charles de Gaulle, Paris, Prosection A du Marquis de Pombal, Lisbon, which comprises 2 concentric traffic light-controlled circles for motor vehicles, separated by a green space with foot and cycle paths. See also, roundabout. References